Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkars Tavern blog. So today, no live stream. It's Halloween. Come on, you're probably gonna have trick or treaters ringing the doorbell half the night. But Rach and I were out there for a couple of hours with our dog Tonka the Dachshund. She was dressed as a hot dog, and we gave out candies. Right? It's American tradition for Halloween. But I used to have a tradition, and I don't do it anymore. I regret that. I was hoping to do it this year. Still time, I guess, if you get it in with November before Thanksgiving. And that was to run a quote horror adventure for your group. And I would run either a one shot of Call of Cthulhu. I ran Chill one year, and I ran the Created by Bruce Nesmith for Ravenloft. And this was my most successful. I had some theme music going on in the background, some atmosphere music. But why do I consider it my most successful? Because my players were used to playing AD&D, 1E, 2E. It was all the same to us. And this was for 2E. Now you can grab this. I just grabbed it in PDF. I have a physical copy buried away somewhere. For $2.99, that price might be limited. That's the horror sale going on over on drive-through. But they give you a background of what this adventure entails. Let me see if I can get this page to reset. There we go. Beware what you wish for it might come true. It's an old Vistani saying. In the small town of Odieri, a toy maker has wished to puppet to life. This is Pinocchio, essentially. Only this puppet is not a friendly, playful toy. It is a thing of evil bent upon killing all the adults of Odieri. When the player characters are trapped within the town, Maligno, the puppet, and his animated toys begin to hunt them down. The PC's only chance for escape is to defeat the mad marionette. Now, it has many things that I think are keys to being a successful horror adventure. Now, you can they talk about how you can run it for camp or you can run it for horror. I ran it for horror, but it works because it's for lower level classes or player PCs, levels 2 to 4. Why is that important? Oh, there's the doorbell. Why is that? Why is that important? It's important because, to be honest, once your players are getting higher in level, they don't fear death so much, or you got to throw things against them that it isn't so much horror; it is attrition. But you can mess with your player characters, and by extension, the players, more, in my opinion, with lower level characters. So there's a bit of a product history. But like I said, it's for levels 2 to 4. If I wasn't using Ravenloft, but I brought the PCs in and I explained to them, "Hey, listen, this is a one shot. You're in the plane of Ravenloft. You can get out, but you got to be successful." Now, again, this is Pinocchio, but it's Pinocchio done the D&D horror way. Now, remember, in '93, when this came out, it was only a few years after Chucky. I know it wasn't the name of the movie, but everybody's referred to as Chucky. We even had a local kid when I was working in the 4-2 precinct in '97 that we referred to as Chucky because he looked a bit like Chucky. We had a Chucky come along trick or treating earlier today. It's iconic. Scary puppets are iconic. Pinocchio wasn't meant to be scary, but It works very well for a horror theme. I know I, even as a kid, had nightmares about my Raggedy Andy doll at some points. So, they go on to talk about this. Marionettes and puppets can be terrifying. They're really small, cute, implacable golems that look like children, and which may be waiting to kill you as soon as you look away. You should probably be afraid. That's why I never understood Elf on the Shelf. Elf on the Shelf is essentially a puppet that you're telling the kids watches them all the time, right? And knows if you've been naughty or good and reports on to Santa. And that Elf on the Shelf, you better treat it well, because they're a rat. I digress. So this is what I would run for Halloween. Like I said, Call of Cthulhu is a bit. My players wanted to be able to face evil, face their problems, combat it. This allowed them to. Call of Cthulhu, they didn't enjoy as much. Chill was a lot of fun, a bit over the top. Certainly wasn't. It was more campy horror than horror. But what do you? Did you or do you run Halloween themed adventures? Do you have a preferred system to run it with? Do you have a preferred adventure? Do you try to run a game on Halloween? I think Halloween fell on a Sunday once. Our normal day of gaming was Sunday. And yeah, I don't remember what I ran that year. But I always tried to run something that was horror themed. Right before or right after Thanksgiving. Sorry, Halloween. It's been a long, long week. But this one stuck out to me because this one my players talked about afterwards. And I don't know if it's a really well known adventure when it comes to the Tui Ravenloft releases. But I liked it. I think it was well paced and well done, and you could play up the horror aspects pretty well. And I think that's important. But I also think it's important that if you're going to do a Halloween themed adventure, it should be, in my opinion, a one off. Even though I used the PCs for my campaign because it was had started up just recently, you know, I wouldn't, if they had died in it, I would have given scars or something to remember it by, but it would have been in that quasi dream world. But also you have to have your players buy in, right? Isn't that the other issue? Some players just don't buy in. They don't want to play horror. They don't. If you don't enjoy horror movies, you're not going to enjoy horror RPGs. And I don't know if Call of Cthulhu really is a horror movie. I could do a whole series of videos on this, but tell me what you think and tell me what you did. Did you run these adventures? If you did, were they successful? Did your party have fun? And if you did, what was your favorite to run? And coincidentally, what was the favorite of your group? What you had the most fun running might not be what your group had the most fun playing. Or maybe you were also playing in some of these adventures. Tell me what you think. Tell me, I want to know your opinion. Now, before I sign out, there are links on the bottom of the screen. tenkars-tavern.games/DTRPG will take you to drive-thru where you can pick up the created and other horror releases probably for the next couple of hours. Tomorrow is November 1st, after all. Speakpipe.com/tavern-chat will allow you to leave a voicemail wherever you are in the world, and tenkars-tavern.games/humble will take you to Humble Bundle. These are the ways you support this channel, folks. Okay, I don't run sponsorships or advertising. I know YouTube does. But honestly, you're buying products that you can use at your table using these links is what supports this channel. So, on that note, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, roll them well. I'll be back again tomorrow with a live stream. Tomorrow's live stream, by the way, Friday's live stream will be the vlog of many things with Tom Veralt, Tabletop Taproom, Don Samora, Wizard Tower Games, and myself. Normally it's on Thursday, but today was Halloween. Now, why aren't we doing the Triple D, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discourse with Glenn Hallstrom on Friday? That's going to be on Sunday this week. I know. I got to put up a Google Calendar so you go up and keep track of this. I'll probably have to do that. I'll put it on my list of things. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I'll catch you all later. Be good.